Recently we've shown you a new concept in gardens. They're called rain gardens and they're really good for the environment. Now we're going to build a couple today. There's one outside here that the boys from VIP are putting together, and we've got one down the side of the house which is a planter rain garden. Come on, I'll show you. To get started you'll need some of the materials for construction. So I've headed down to Bulleen Art and Garden. They've supplied the liner and the soils for the garden bed, which includes sand and gravel, as well as the timber framework to go around the outside. What we're going to do is dig down 950 deep, build a bit of a frame around the outside, and then we'll line it. But there's a lot more digging to be done, boys, so come on, get into it. Once the digging and framework is in position, you need to place a liner in the bottom of the hole. Now the plumbing's plumbed in to receive the water as it flows down through the soil. It eventually flows treated into the base of the hole where the stormwater drain takes it away. This is the best part of putting the garden in. This is when the plants go in, and we've got some rippers. These are the more compact form of bush gem kangaroo paws. This beauty here is bush pearl, a lovely soft pink. Over here we've got the white form. This is called bush diamond, and it is a ripper, absolute massive flower, and we're mass planting them for a real strong colour effect. Now to offset the softer colours, we've got some beautiful blue ones. This one here is called the purple flag. Now, these flowers open up when the sun's out, and when the sun's gone down, they start to close up. Around the back, some of the taller plants, Dianella longifolia, beautiful blue flowers, blueberries. This is going to look sensational. The only thing we have to do is get them into the garden. Now, the second type of rain garden we're building here is actually a planter rain garden. Now, the way this one's working is we've got the downpipes coming off the gutters off the roof. They're flowing into a rainwater tank. The overflow from the rainwater tank, which will occur because there's a lot of roof space up there, comes down here. Fiona's setting this in place at the moment. Now, this is actually going to be the rainwater garden down here. The water's going to flow in through here. We've got another gutter coming down here, goes through. The plants sieve out the nutrients. Now, that clean water comes down through the bottom here, flows out this gutter, and ends up in stormwater. Once the piping has been put in place, running from the rainwater tank into the planter box, it's time for the soil profile. Now we've got the gravel across the top and we've got a Dianella in the middle. The rain would come down through the gravel, go down through the roots of the Dianella, and that's growing in a nice sandy soil medium. That's sieving nutrients and pollutants out of that water as it goes down. It reaches the sandy level, and of course, it's another filtration process. Eventually, there's gravel at the base and there's a slotted pipe in here. Now, this agri pipe just sends the water back into stormwater. This would end up back in our river system, and of course, because it's beautiful and clean, because it's been through this filtration process, it's good for the rivers. Now, the last job we've got to do with this garden is plant it up. Now, the planting includes hardy native plants like native rushes, Dianellas and Lomandras for structure. But for colour, we're using bush gem kangaroo paws and Chrysocephalum desert flame, a beautiful bright orange flower. Now, they look great and it's highly attractive. Well, there you go, two fantastic types of rain gardens you can build at home yourself. Now, of course, the planter box is ideal for smaller gardens, courtyards or balconies. Now, they really are good for the environment, but most important, remember with planter boxes, they make a sensational feature. And talk about features, take a look at this. In a bigger garden, you set up a rain garden like this with all these beautiful plants, the mulch over the top, well, they look sensational. Now, if you'd like to try doing this at home yourself, here's a website where you can go and download all the information you need so you can build your own rain garden this weekend.